Ever witnessed a major volcano eruption? I guess not, but no worries, you will soon, and who knows, it may even be a volcano very close to you, as in the next few minutes we'll take a quick look on the most 10 volcanoes that are expected to erupt in the upcoming years. First on the list, the GALERAS volcano. This GALERAS is considered pretty old and ancient volcano, and by old, we expect that it's already dead and won't erupt. Well, I thought that too, but on the contrary, it is becoming more and more dangerous as time passes. It has erupted quite a few times in the last years, and the most tragic one was in 1993, when a few scientists stepped in for an experiment, well aware of the volcano being active. And it erupted, killing all the scientists and taking many more lives. If someone ever asks you the best example of being at the wrong place at the wrong time, this is the perfect fit. Next on the list, the TAAL volcanoes in Philippines. Despite of the potential for destruction it holds, yet it actually became a landmark for climbing and hiking for tourists. Pretty crazy, I know, but that's the world we're living in. You see, it's not a very good idea to climb a volcano which has erupted an astonishing 30 times over the years and is considered to be among the deadliest volcanoes the world has ever seen. TAAL doesn't give the chance for a forecast by scientists. It just comes into action whenever it feels like it, leaving us all waiting for the next eruption in fear. Let's move on to the third one, the EYJAFJALLAJOKULL volcano. I know, I pronounced it totally wrong. It's a little bit hard to pronounce, but it's even harder to imagine the destruction it is capable of causing. This volcano is located in Iceland, and even though it's literally surrounded by an ice cap, yet it can literally turn its area into living hell once it erupts. Many of you must have heard of its eruption back in 2010, causing a disaster not just in Iceland but in the neighboring countries as well. Even after a few days, the burnt particles and lava smoke traces in the air kept the area all cloudy, and no planes were allowed to pass through there, along with tons of flights that got cancelled considering the safety of passengers. Next on the list, KLYUCHEVSKOY. This one is located in Kamchatka and is considered to be one of the highest volcanoes in that area, and lately the volcano has been seen changing colors from yellow to orange. And of course, that is not a good sign at all. Many stories are being told about this volcano's gas steam. Those stories are not very soothing though, but mostly they all point towards one possibility, which is the volcano can erupt anytime soon with magma and ashes all around it, bringing nothing but destruction and havoc. Even authorities are always in ready state for emergency, as the planes flying over the area are seemingly always in danger. KLYUCHEVSKOY has recently erupted in 2013, 2015, and 2016 with smoke and ash bulging out of the volcano. All these little eruptions are building fear in the hearts of the residents who believe them to be leading to a big eruption which is yet to come. Next on the list, the KARYMSKY volcano. This one is also located in Kamchatka, and just like the previous one, it has also been noticed to change its color to orange. Tracing its origins way back to the 18th century, it is one of the most dangerous volcanoes in the world. Being very old, this volcano, in case of eruption, is going to take countless innocent lives, so it better stay quiet, as the last time it erupted was back in 1996, causing nearly 100 underwater bursts in a nearby lake, leading to tsunami waves of 15 feet high. Well, that's terrifying. Not just that tsunami waves were horrible, but the water reached its boiling point, causing all aquatic animals to die. It was literally tragic. But wait to see what's coming up, as the next one might be familiar to you if you live in US. Mount St. Helens, located in Washington. In 1980, scientists began to notice something was going on when a series of earthquakes started. It erupted, and only those who have suffered the loss know how horrible it was. In fact, it is considered to be the most dreadful eruption in the United States till date. You should beware of this if you live in the States. Along regular studies and experiments on this one, and the last eruption being in 2008, make the scientists believe the possibility of another deadly eruption very soon. The scientists took a hint in 2017 when there were a series of earthquakes in the area, and everyone knows the close relationship of earthquakes and volcanoes, as the earlier often takes place due to the refilling of magma. This one hits the close watch list of scientists. Another one located in the United States is Mount Rainier. This volcano can produce lava flows in addition to shooting volcanic ash. Being surrounded by ice and snow, the volcano erupts as the lava is hot enough to melt all the ice around it. Adding to the horror is the possibility that when it erupts, it can start an uncontrollable stream of rocks, debris, and mud. And the worst thing is that the volcano lies in proximity to some of the most populated cities of the country. Knowing the level of havoc it can create, all we can do is cross our fingers and hope that it never erupts. The next one is the most famous volcano ever. It's the Mount Vesuvius located in Italy. What made it famous was its deadly eruption back in year 79 that buried the whole city of Pompeii. And by buried, I mean literally got their bodies buried under its lava. It swiped out the whole city with not even a single living soul left behind. The story has made it to many movies. The intensity of the eradication it caused made the scientists believe in the possibility of history being repeated. Although it has erupted for a good 8 times in the last 17,000 years, none of them took place recently. The Italian government claims to have a good plan if the volcano erupts in the future as 6 million people live around it. We can do nothing but pray for that plan to be a successful one when the time comes, which we hope doesn't. Let's move on to the second last, located in Alaska, is a very active volcano, Mount Cleveland. The temperature of the volcano seems to have gone up and it is producing an enormous amount of steam, hence given a yellow warning by the scientists. The worst thing about this volcano is that a lot of planes pass through the area in which this volcano is located, putting the life of the passengers at risk. According to the scientists, if the volcano erupts while the plane is passing by, it can damage the outer part of the plane. And with that said, let's take a look on Hawaii, as there will be our last volcano, which is Mauna Loa. Hawaii might be famous for beaches and mind-blowing sunsets, but the volcanoes there have also contributed in making it famous. Among them, the most terrifying and famous is Mauna Loa, which also known as Long Mountain. It is the largest active volcano in the world. The last time it erupted was in 1984. What makes Mauna Loa scarier than any other volcano is its correlation with another volcano. So whenever one of them erupts, another is bound to. If this was not awful enough, it has a steeper slope that lets lava slide very smoothly and move faster to cover great distances. Besides all this, the amount of lava that it produces is way more than all other volcanoes. So, yeah, that was it for this one, guys. Which of those mentioned volcanoes you think will go off first? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Until next time.